YouTube, this is Mega Dweezil coming at you from the great Indiana wilderness, and I've been, checking out some videos, and lately I'm really impressed with, with a few people that I'm running into here on YouTube that they really seem to have some sort of a grasp of, self-sufficiency in terms of, I think, the important thing is to get started and actually do something. I wish that I had started doing what I'm doing 20 years ago, or 30 years ago. Um, at this point, I mean, it's I don't know, you know, if Jesus is coming back. I don't know if, the zombies are actually going to show up. I don't, and you got all these people that are getting ready and getting ready and getting ready and getting ready. And to me, that translates to, I'm waiting, okay? And waiting, the way things are right now, is a very bad idea. Because what I can promise you is this, okay? If you live long enough, you will get old, okay? And old is not the thing that you want to be in the United States of America right now. It's estimated, that between 65, if you intend to live to be 80, okay, you better have $1 million. Do you know anybody that's got $1 million? Most people have got, bills and an underwater mortgage is what they got. And, the very concept of retirement is really changing in terms of, like, retirement is, no, I'm going to get another job, instead of the one that I got now. And it's basically, we may very well end up working until we die, but the more that we can actually provide for ourselves, that's going to determine the actual quality of life. And I don't know how you're going to do that in an apartment, I don't know how you're going to do that, in town someplace. I mean, and what I really find impressive is that there's a lot of people that are talking about, yeah, I'm going to get, a tiny home. I'm going to get a shed with a bed, and I'm going to put it on a couple of acres someplace, okay? That way at least you got a shot, right? If you got a condo, I can promise you, you ain't growing shit in a condo. And it doesn't matter how many closets full of dried yak tails and ammo and whatnot you've got, okay? You can't eat it, You eventually you run out of stuff. And, our houses these days have turned into, places where where we sleep and we watch TV. That's it. I mean, we've got people that, 16-room houses, and they want to heat all 16 all the time, so that, in case they want to run around naked in the basement, I guess. I don't know what that's about. The whole culture, is geared to consumption and waste, and basically, this country has turned into a place where, it's a stadium that the rich guys built to play their game. And you ain't never going to beat them. Because in order to beat them, you would have to convince rich guys to be less rich. And that's not going to happen. So what we have to essentially do is, start playing our own game. I mean, we've got to change the paradigm. And the paradigm is real simple. If you can stay warm and you can stay dry, and you can keep yourself fed and clothed, and you don't have to spend any money to do that, you are way ahead of 95% of America right now. You can at least keep yourself in some kind of a sustainable situation where you don't have to go to anybody else to take care of you, because I can promise you, okay, the chances of the government taking care of you are remote. These guys are so, busy pissing on each other's shoes that, it's just, it ain't happening. They have no time for us. I'm not worried about the government coming out here to get me. I'm just figuring that they're not going to be of any use to me. They're really not going to help. And the idea that, that I can live even for the rest of my life, or that anybody can live their life in this consumer culture, where the prices are just going up and up and up, and the wages are getting harder and harder to come by, I just don't see it. I think we have to change the paradigm, and the paradigm has to be, we have to start taking care of ourselves. We cannot wait for somebody to take care of us. We can't wait for things to get better. This has got, it's gotten to the point now where it's just like, I've been watching this all my life, okay, and it's been a very steady progression. We stopped making things, we stopped doing things, and now we're just middlemen. Everybody's in a crappy service industry, taking care of other people that are in crappy service industries, and eventually, okay, when the cash is all gone, when everybody's maxed out and carrying $10,000 worth of debt, on their credit cards, the rich people will move on. And the way that people survive at that point is to be able to take care of themselves. And that's what self-sufficiency is. It's not a question of, God, I've got a 200-acre goat farm. It's a question of, can you feed yourself? Can you keep yourself warm, without cash, or with a minimum of cash? And so for you guys out there that are trying to do that, I'm with you, and I'm going to be putting up these videos, and I watch your videos. I think it's very cool, and I think that there is a chance that, I mean, we may not have a lot of shit, but I think we can be happy. Don't worry, you two, because Indiana's holding.